Hi guys, welcome back. So, if any of you are wondering what this bit of parchment paper is, basically, my last video, I believe it's literally the one after before this one, I was doing and making some ceramic garden labels, and I mentioned I wanted to try a bit of pottery because I don't actually have access to a kiln, so a lot of, types of clay that I want to be able to use gets rolled out because I need access to a kiln to be able to fire it, to be able to seal it. And a way around that is air drying clay. You can't get it wet, and it has to be very much decorative because it's not food safe. But I thought I'd give it a go because there's actually two different designs I would like to try out. There's one that is like concave, so you have like a piece of pot and you carve into it, and then there's the other one which is non-concave, which is you add to the outside of it, but you still make a bit of pottery out of it and make it all decorative. I can obviously paint it after it's dried, but it just depends on what I'm fancying. So whatever clay I've got left, I'm going to split it in half and make two different types, and then we're just going to go from there. So hopefully it'll be a nice relaxing video for you to look at, and also it is a chance for me to get to use my clay tools that I also use for oil painting. Now I have got a whole video about them being used in oil paints, because these are silicone brushes. These are the bits that I use for my oil paints. I like to spread them because they've got all different types of nibs on them, but on the very bottom they've got different points as well. So these are technically carving tools for pottery, but I prefer to use the top for oil painting and the bottom for pottery, but I can mix and match. I just got to wipe these bits of oil paint off and then we're good to go. If anyone wants any reference to what clay I'm using, I am using Daz. And it's about £4.50 for a large block of it. I got this from Amazon and it's done really well in terms of air drying clay. So I'm just going to split this in half, which I believe it's already in half. That one's a little bit smaller than that one. So I'm going to use this one for the adding bit, and then this one for the subtracting. So I want to do the subtracting one first, because whatever I take off I can use for the other bit. I'm going to put it back into this bit of, the sealing bag, because I don't want the air to get to it, because I don't know how long I'm going to be carving away at this piece, so I don't want it to dry out, obviously. This morning I spent most of it in the garden, if anyone wants to know. I quite love a garden. I would like to do a proper tour of my garden because it's such a nice little place for me to sit and relax, and actually completely transformed. It used just to be all stones, which, is not great. guys, so I'm going to very quickly show you and try and rotate this pot. I actually didn't end up carving that much out of the sides because where I had joined it and flipped over to seal it, it created this really lovely texture and form. So I actually thought about rubbing charcoal over this once it's dry, obviously, and then you'll be able to see all the lovely dark marks coming up on it, giving it a bit of a smoky feel. I've made the lip a bit higher on one end just because I didn't want it to be just so circular. So I'm going to end that one there. It on my clock is about 52 minutes long, so I'm going to go away and create the next one, which is going to be adding to a pot. I'll do a similar shape, sort of similar size onto it, because I want them to be like a pair, but to be a contrasting pair, and then go from there really. Definitely going to include chalk as well this time as a possible idea to highlight everything that's going on within the pot. But I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do it and it made you nice and relaxed and ready for the day. But I believe this will be goodbye for now. Thanks again guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to see more videos like this, there's also some links in my description box, also my eBay channel account, which is where you find all my artworks that I feature on my channel, plus a couple of extras as well if you are interested. There's also a PayPal's donation page and all my social medias as well if you want to follow me on them. But if I don't see you now, I'll see you for part 2. Bye!